Hey guys, Miss M here. This week we are going to be doing just one more Dr. Seuss thing. And then the next time I see you, we'll do something different and we'll move on. But I wanted to show you this one last thing from Dr. Seuss, which is his Truffula Trees. So I'm sure many of you have seen the Lorax. But the first image you see here with the green background is the original Lorax from the book. You see a lot of line in there. You can tell it's fuzzy, but when you look at the new-ish movie, The Lorax, the picture on the right, those are fluffy. You can really tell they're super fluffy. If you look at the tops of it, it seems like there's multiple colors, right? Because the light's hitting it, so you have that bright yellow, you have some orange in there, and you have some red, or like on the little purple ones, there's like light pink and then purple. So just take note of that. So this is kind of what we're going to be doing today. You guys do not have to use paint. You can if you want to. But you can use whatever coloring tools you have at home, whether it be crayons, markers, colored pencils. If you want to use pastels and have them, that's fine. If you want to use oil pastels, that's fine. Totally up to you. Whatever you have at home, I'm okay with. So, we're going to do a step-by-step. And don't worry, we're going to do it together in just a moment. This is just getting you ready. So the first step, we're going to do the trunks. The second step, we're going to do the mountain. Third step, we're going to do the clouds. And then we're going to color it all. So let's get down to it. All right, so let's do this together. What I'm going to start with first is the trees themselves. So I'm going to do the tree trunks. I'm going to do them two separate ways. So you could either do them wiggly, okay, or straight. It doesn't matter. But try to make sure like they're different sizes. So this one's going to be big, this one will be, medium, and then we'll do both our sides. So that's one tree trunk. I got the other one, and then I'll do another straight one right in the middle. You can spread yours out depending how big your paper is. Okay, so once we have the tree trunks, next what I'm going to do is add the mountains in the background. So you can do this one of two ways. You can go right through, but only if you have an eraser, and you can erase the lines in between. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. And I'm going to stop. Come down, stop. Come up. So there we go. So now you have the trees in front, and then you have the mountain in the background. At this point, you can put clouds if you want. If you want to, you don't have to. Put some behind the mountain because it's in the background. So it's back there. Next to your trees, I'm going to get a colored pencil. Alright, so I'm going to do a couple colors just to show you what you can do. There's a few ways to do this. So you can either do round, okay, and you can do multiple colors because it looks cool. Alright, then you can make some like coming off so it looks fluffy. So there's one way, or you can do it this way, where you start in a middle point and you kind of make it. If you've decided to use like pastels or something, you can do this and then you can go in and smudge it. I use colored pencils, so I can't really do that. See? But you can pick whatever colors you want. Here, there's one of my truffula trees. I'm going to make a green one over here. Okay, so So there's that. And then, if you want, the Truffula Trees, they do have little stripes. You can do that. You can make them polka dot. Whatever pattern you want. You can make little hearts. Okay. And then you can color the rest, and you can make it, you know, kind of wonky, like Dr. Seuss, so you can make it, you know, big stripes in it if you want. So maybe this part's light green. Do it quick for you. You know. And maybe you want to do the next color a dark green. Oh, this is a weird color. It's more like a yellow green. But you get the point. But be creative. Dr. Seuss was creative. All of his work was very imaginative. So have fun with it, and I look forward to seeing your work as always. Thanks, guys.